Apologies for how absolutely sweaty and disgusting I am in this video, but managed to get a lot done. It's been a really crazy couple of days with the kids, and I have definitely had moments of reflection where I've struggled quite a bit with like their behaviour and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that for another video, I think, because I think there's like more to delve into. Lessons I've learned, things I've been thinking about, and how I want to move forward, and how I've implemented some of those things already and have seen results. And I'm feeling really, really good about that. So I want to do a video on that another time. I've been like making notes and stuff and like trying to like jot down my feelings and stuff, because solo parenting is freaking hard, and then you add twins into it and it's just like there's literally no words I can give you right now. So please enjoy this time lapse of me cleaning up this room. It is an absolute pigsty. It's mainly just like putting away laundry and stuff. I'm going to make this video longer by adding a few little snippets of other cleaning bits that I will be doing over the next week, just to kind of give you guys a longer video, because I know that you like the longer ones, so that's cool. And yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, all the stuff. It's free and fun, and you can join me, because who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, come on. Anyway, enjoy the video. See ya next time. This is actually, I have done one load of laundry today, which is a very good thing, but like washing bags of swimming stuff, and also like dresses and clothes that we don't need to have out. It needs to go back in there, but the blooming aircon machine is just so in the way. All of this stuff was from when we went to West Wittering. I just need to tidy it up. A lot of it's clean. I have a massive bag here. This is like stuff, some of it's dirty, some of it's Ed needs to go through. That's all clean, just needs to be put away. That's clean, just needs to be put away. I need to do something. I need to move the bed so that he doesn't have to do too much in the morning. But yeah, it's an absolute state, so I need to get on with it. And I thought, well, what better thing to do than to film it. I can hear my kids talking to each other, so I'm hoping they just go off to sleep soon. So I've brought down my medicine box. So currently the situation is I have a big box of medicine that lives upstairs in our wardrobe, and then I have this smaller box which is like everyday usage. However, what happens is we run out of something in here, and somebody who's not me, who is the other adult who lives in our house, doesn't think to look at this. So we end up with loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of open boxes of stuff. Sorry if you can hear my kids. So I bought these like A5 pouches to decant. I already went through and got rid of everything that is out of date. And I had already started like putting things together, but like how neat and nice does that look? Anyway, so the plan is now I'm going to have these pouches in this box and keep that downstairs so that we can actually have an eye on everything. And like there's stuff that we would use like every day. And then the other things like Imodium and Savlon and like cough syrup and things like that can all go in this one. And this is where we look before we go and buy stuff that's not everyday use. And then it just means that we're less likely to overbuy. I currently have 7 boxes of cold and flu tablets. I mean, it should keep us all right for a whole year, basically. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. Started writing on them. I was going to do nice labels for them, but you know what? A Sharpie works just as well. So that's what we're doing right now. that's so good. So we've got the medicine box up there with my vases, the alcohol, and all the other bits, and then the box of medicines all organised and labels facing upwards and all that stuff. Medicines, we've got some like more first aid stuff in there. I can't remember where I put the plaster packet. Need to find that.